Hello, Arrow.
How are you doing, Samantha?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. This is the fastest TV game show ever created, and that's why people are so stuck to it.
It is so true. And this all new season of Tug of Words is even faster paced, more words in one episode. We tried to just cram it all in there because we wanted to keep the energy up and the pace fast.
Well, you're so right about that because, I mean, the energy that you provide is what gives us energy on this side of the flat screen, and I do live off that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I have to say, it's really fun in a show like Tug of Words, and it's very different from the other shows that I hosted, the 8 seasons I hosted Dancing with the Stars, and then many years on Entertainment Tonight, which have a completely different type of pace. And obviously, both of those shows have a certain energy that I loved. But Tug of Words, because it's gameplay, because you get that, right, clue, answer, clue, answer, clue, answer,
Yep.
and it just keeps going. And then because, of course, the journalist in me loves talking with people and interviewing people, it's really fun that we get to mix the gameplay with getting to know these wonderful contestants. It's 2 teams of 2. They are just rocking it out 3 rounds, and then the winners of the whole 3 rounds end up going on to compete for the bonus round of $10,000.
I'm so glad that you brought up the fact that you do ask them the questions so that we can learn as viewers about them, because you know how a game show is. They're there and then they're gone out of our life, and it's like, wait a second, I like them. Make them come back. I want to know more about them.
Yes, 100%. And so, the also, I think the other thing that's really important, is to understand the relationship between the contestants. And again, it's not that we go into a 10-minute, in-depth conversation, but we get a little bit of a feel of who they are, where they're coming from. So we have fathers and daughters, we have siblings, co-workers, really quite a mixture of what brought those 2 together to want to play on Tug of Words. And so that part's really fun as well, to see how they interact and play off of each other. And then, of course, for the team that wins and gets to go on to the bonus round, then getting an understanding of what they would do with the $10,000 if they won.
Yeah. All right, host to host here. I got to ask that question. Body language from a contestant means so much. And there are many times, because, I mean, we're not just sitting here listening to their answers and stuff like that. We're watching how they're getting into the game, and that creates a reaction out of us.
It does. It definitely does. And, I think especially when there are contestants who they just, I'm a very physical person.
Yep.
And so I love when I have a contestant who, outwardly physically expresses their frustration that they didn't get the answer to the clue I gave, or of course the elation, the pure elation when they got it in the nick of time. And we have so many close calls where they just got it before the time runs out. And I think there's about maybe 3 seconds they have to be able to come up with the answer. Yeah. So I give a clue. Let me set up the game for you, Arrow. So I offer a clue. We start with 3-letter words. From that clue, you need to change 1 letter in the existing 3-letter word to make a new word. And then, building on the new word, I give another clue. Now you have to change a letter in that new word to get the next answer. And so it goes like that. We have one quick sort of warm-up round of 3-letter words. Then we move very fast onto 4-letter words for a few goes at it. And then we make it harder, of course, because that's what we do. We go to 4 and 5-letter words where we actually, 4-letter words with 1 letter changing, then 5 and 6-letter words where we actually change, Arrow, 2 letters to create the answer to the clue.
Well, you know what I love about this show is that it creates, just like Dancing with the Stars, it creates armchair quarterbacks, because we're on this side, screaming at the TV going, come on, I even know that word. I mean, do you hear from fans of the show that are saying that you've made this so interactive that it's a must to be there all the time?
Well, what's so fun about the all-new, so I'm the host of the all-new Tug of Words. So this is my first season. This is season 2 of Tug of Words, but it is season 1 for me.
Yeah.
And so what we did with this season is we made it faster paced, more words per episode, new host, lots of energy, new set, new graphics. And so what I love about it is that the people at home want to play along.
Yes.
It's one, there are a lot of really great and fun game shows out there. And I find that the ones that are the most fun aren't the ones that are so cerebral that we just sort of sit back and observe how those brainiac contestants answer the questions. But I love the game shows like this show, Tug of Words, where at home we can play along. We can get answers before the contestants do. We get answers that they don't even know. And then there's, of course, those moments where that contestant gets an answer that you had no idea what that word even was. How the heck did they get it? So there's that fascination part of that. And I found as a host, even as I was giving a clue, I found myself pretty much every single time playing along, trying to answer as well, because I didn't have the answers ahead of time. I'm briefed before the show, but literally there are 300 clues and 300 words that are the answers per show. So I don't really remember one answer to the next. And so as I'm giving the clue, I'm just playing along too.
How do you keep it together? Because when you take it all the way to the edge of the time limit and stuff like that, I would be jumping up and down and going, oh my God, let me just give you the answer. Come on, come on.
You do. You want to so much, because also I'm pulling for these contestants.
Yes.
I want them to win. I want them to win the money and be able to go on, and especially in the bonus round, that opportunity for the 10 grand. I want to see them win. I want to give away 10 grand every episode. If I could, I would be. So it is. It's really hard. And it's fun because the pace is so quick, and the answers sometimes come very easily to the contestants, and other times they take all the seconds they are allotted to be able to come up with the answer. And sometimes, of course, they don't finish it in time. So there are times where we see many times where they get that answer spit out just under the gun before the time limit was up. So that's really fun.
I just don't know how you keep it together. Well, congratulations on your first season with this, but the second season of Tug of Words, because, I mean, the game shows are not about, it used to be the grandmas that would watch that. Oh, heck no. This is all about everybody in the family can watch Tug of Words.
Well, and that's what I like. I have daughters who are 11 and 15, and they, even as I was actually playing the game, I thought, oh, my kids are going to know that answer before I would have even known that answer, because it's, there's everything from pop culture to esoteric words to, and the clues are very creative. The clues, yep. I think it's so fun to watch the episode, but then go back and watch it again, because just listening to the clues, because sometimes there's a clue within the clue, yep. And the way that the clues are written are very, we have, of course, professional clue writers that are, experts in crossword puzzles and all of that as well. So it makes it really exciting to just even listen to the creativity of how they've come up with the clue. I wish I could take credit for them, but I'm just saying they're wonderfully written words.
Please come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you, Samantha.
Well, Arrow, I appreciate that. It's so much fun. And for those who are watching Tug of Words and have questions or just want to maybe give some sort of fun, comments about the show, or if, of course, because my other world besides TV hosting is as a certified health coach, and a lot of tips and tricks and info on my Instagram and Facebook. So just check out at Samantha Harris TV, like television. And I look forward to hearing what you guys all think of Tug of Words. Yes! Woo!
Love your energy. Be brilliant today.
Thank you, Era. Appreciate you having me on the show.